Think about your body for a second. It has this incredible superhighway, a massive pipeline called the aorta that pumps life-giving blood from your heart to, well, everywhere else. But what happens when that superhighway gets a weak spot, a dangerous bulge? Today, we're diving deep inside the revolutionary fix for one of the body's most critical vulnerabilities.
Okay, take a look at this. What you're seeing are CT scans of an aorta, and that massive bulge, that's an aneurysm. It's a silent, ballooning weakness in the artery wall. The scary part? It often has zero symptoms until it's way too late. It is, quite literally, a ticking time bomb inside your chest, and if it ruptures, the outcome can be catastrophic.
So before we can even get to the amazing solution, we first have to really understand the problem we're dealing with, this silent, deadly bulge. Now, the official medical term is a descending thoracic aortic aneurysm, or DTAA for short. And the definition is pretty specific. It's a permanent bulge where the aorta has swollen to at least 1.5 times its normal size. The best way to picture it? Think about a weak spot on a tire wall that's starting to bubble out under pressure. And, the bigger that bubble gets, the higher the risk. And that risk doesn't just climb, it skyrockets. This chart really shows you just how fast things can get dangerous. At 7 centimeters, the yearly risk of a catastrophic rupture is already at about 15%. But just 1 centimeter bigger, at 8 centimeters, that risk jumps to a terrifying 50%, a coin flip. That's why catching this and intervening is so critical.
So how in the world do you fix a high-pressure pipeline buried deep inside a person's body? Well, that brings us to the revolutionary repair.
For a long time, the only option was just brutal. We're talking about a massive operation. Surgeons had to literally open a patient's chest, clamp off the body's main artery, and physically cut out and replace the damaged section. It worked, and it saved lives, but man, it was incredibly high risk.
And you don't have to take my word for it. The numbers tell the whole story. Just look at the difference here between that old open repair and the modern technique. The mortality rate for open surgery was over 16%. With the new method, it's under 6%. The risk of major neurological problems, like a stroke, plummeted from 14% to just over 5%. This isn't just a small step forward. It's a total game changer for patient safety.
So what was this incredible revolution? It was a new, minimally invasive approach that basically flipped the whole concept of the surgery on its head.
It's called TEVAR. That stands for Thoracic Endovascular Aortic Repair. And the idea is honestly genius. Instead of cutting open the chest to replace the pipe from the outside, surgeons now reline it from the inside. They guide a fabric-covered stent through a tiny incision, usually down in the groin, and thread it all the way up to the weak spot. When it gets there, it expands, creating a brand new, reinforced tunnel for blood to flow through. All the pressure is taken off that dangerous aneurysm wall. But, and this is a big but, a solution that elegant and simple on the outside is only possible because of an insane amount of detailed preparation. So let's look at how they plan the perfect fit. You have to understand, for the patient, this feels minimally invasive, but for the surgical team, it is maximally precise. There is absolutely zero room for error. Every single detail has to be perfect. And this right here is where modern technology is just incredible. Surgeons take these standard 2D CT scans and use really advanced software to build these interactive 3D models of the patient's actual anatomy. They can spin it around, measure every angle. They can basically do the entire surgery virtually before they ever even touch the patient. Now, one of the most important parts of all this planning is finding good, healthy sections of the aorta, both above and below the aneurysm. These are what they call the landing zones. The stent graft has to anchor into this healthy tissue to create a perfect seal. That seal is everything. It's what completely cuts off blood flow to that weak aneurysm sac. And this is not some off-the-shelf part. Using those incredibly precise 3D models, the team picks out, or even custom designs, a device that's the exact right length and diameter for that specific person. Someone once said it's like getting a custom-tailored suit for the inside of your aorta. And honestly, that's the perfect way to think about it. And here it is in action. On the left, you see the technical blueprint, with every measurement carefully laid out. And then, bam! On the right, there's the 3D model, showing that exact device fitting perfectly inside the patient's aorta. This is what precision medicine is all about.
Of course, that superhighway we talked about isn't always a straight shot. This image actually shows a guide wire being steered through a really curvy, difficult section of an aorta. It takes unbelievable skill and sometimes some very special techniques to navigate the device through all those twists and turns to get it to its exact target. Okay, so the fix is in, the device is deployed. What happens then? That brings us to our final section, life after the procedure.
So, the device is in place, the aneurysm is no longer a threat, which is incredible news. But this isn't a one-and-done fix. It's really the beginning of a lifelong partnership between the patient and their medical team, because that repair needs to be monitored to make sure it keeps working perfectly for decades to come.
And that monitoring is so important because there are a few potential complications to keep an eye on. Things like endoleaks, which is when a little bit of blood finds a way back into that aneurysm sac, or the device may be shifting just a tiny bit over time. Now, these aren't common, but they're serious, so regular checkups are absolutely key to catch any issues early.
And this is the goal. This is what everyone wants to see, a successful repair, with the aneurysm completely out of the picture. Lifelong checkups with imaging like this make sure that this amazing, life-saving fix really does last a lifetime. It lets people get back to their lives without that fear of the ticking time bomb.
TEVAR has completely revolutionized how we treat this deadly condition, turning a terrifying open-heart surgery into a safe, minimally invasive procedure. But it does leave you with one last big question, right? As our technology and our understanding of genetics gets better and better, could we maybe move beyond just repairing the problem and one day prevent these dangerous weaknesses in our body's superhighway from ever even forming in the first place?